Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to look at modeling this Mirage 2000 here. So we'll have a quick look at her. Go ahead and turn the canvases off. This is what she looks like. Yeah, the top view there. Front view. All right, let's go ahead and get started here. Come up here, new design, and I'm going to bring in some pictures here of the Mirage. Come up to insert, canvas, insert from my computer, and it's this one here. So I click this and open, and this is going to be the side. So I click on this plane here. I drag this out, and this is going to be the side view. And click OK. Next, I'm going to bring in a top view. Well, let me do one thing first. I'm going to just go ahead and calibrate this to scale it and center it up, then bring in the next one. So come over here. I'm going to change the name of this to side. And right click this and click calibrate. And what I'm going to do is click here to here and make this 2000 millimeters. And use center wheel to scroll in. And right click on this again and edit canvas. Turn the origin on. I'm going to line this up to the origin, the front of this. Okay, and click OK over here. And do the same thing for the front. Insert, canvas, insert from my computer. Click this picture here, open, and I want to put this on a front plane. So I'll click the front plane here, scroll out to make the picture bigger. And click OK. And come over here and change this to front. And right click and click calibrate. The same thing we did with the other picture, the side view. Click here, back here, and make this 2000. Now, since this is a front view, I want to put this nose here down to here. So we come up here at the front, right click, and edit. Then I can move this down. And then put this right in the center here. And click OK. Now we have the front and the side. And I just need to put in one more picture, which would be the top. So now, again, up here to insert, canvas, insert from my computer, And this is a picture that I have a top view of. Open this, click this plane here, the top plane. Drag this out to make the picture bigger. And click OK. Over here on the canvas, change this to top. Then right click on the top, calibrate. And I'm going to click here to back here. And this is going to be 2000 as well. Come over here, right click, edit canvas. And I'm going to move this right here down to the center. And click OK. Now we have all our pictures in. The side, front, and top. Now come over here to save. Click Save. And I'm going to name this Mirage. Mirage class. And save. Now that we have our pictures in, what I'm going to do here, come to the front. And I'm going to draw this, not draw, but model the center section first here. So come up here. And I'm going to use a cylinder for this. You could use a square, or the box, I'm sorry. You could use a box to do it too, but I'm just going to use a cylinder. Click on this plane here. Now what I'm going to do here is just imagine the center point between from here to here, and click on that. It looks to be about right there. Drag this out. That. Now I'll turn this around to the side view and drag this all the way back. And add height faces here. I'm going to put 8. And then click OK. And I'm going to left click and select this whole cylinder, then right click, and I'm going to move copy. I'm going to move it down just a little, the whole cylinder. And click OK. Then I start the process of modeling this. And I'm going to do this to all of these lines here. And what I'm doing here is just left clicking, but double clicking, left clicking here to select the complete thing around. And then I drag this to move it down. And I'm going to put another edge right in here. So come up here to modify, insert edge, and about right there. Actually over here would be better. Then come over here to insertion mode and put that exact. Then click OK. And like I said, I'm going to do this for the whole model here. I'm going to do the side first, and then I'm going to look at the top and do the same thing for the top. And this Mirage model here is not a difficult model or jet to model. This is done pretty much like the Havoc jet I showed you guys how to model, and the Rebel jet, how to model that too. It's two forms. But this just happens to be a scale jet versus the Rebel and that Havoc are not scale jets. And some people have asked, why do I show you guys how to insert the pictures in each of my videos when I should just show it one time. But the reason I do that is because some people are new to the channel altogether, and they want to see one particular jet how it's modeled, and they haven't watched any other of my videos. So they can just watch the one video and see how I insert like pictures on the canvases, and they're good to go there too. So that's why I do that for other people as well, who are just new to the channel watching the video. And as you see this time, I'm pulling these dots here as well to get a really good shape of this. Now look at the top here, and I'm going to do same thing what I did to the side. I like this Mirage jet. It's one of my favorite jets as well. That's a Delta Wing jet. So far, as you can see, this is not a very difficult model here. It's just time. And pretty much the as I'm doing here, rest of the jet will be pretty much modeled the same way. Hey, you guys wonder how I did that from box mode back to this normal mode. That's just Alt 1 to turn that on, and then Alt 3 to turn it off. Okay, I'm going to have to put another edge in here. Modify, insert edge. Exact over here and click OK. And if you don't know how I did that, that's just left click, double click, or left double click on the line itself and then click edit form. And now I'm just making this round up front here. And I'm going to put another line in here. I'm going to raise this up just a hair. And I'm going to put another line right here and raise this up a little too. Left double click here. Modify, insert edge. Then move it over here. All right, that's much better. Now, when I'm switched to this box mode here, what I'm doing is looking to make sure everything is straight and symmetric. Right here, I want this to come up a little because I want the line to be straighter. And again, that was Alt 1 to turn it on and Alt 3 to turn it off. And click OK here. And let's have a good look at this. Use Control 4 to turn off the lines. And turn off the origin here. And I'm going to have a look at this. Well, I'm going to finish form here first. And then I'm going to have a look on this in the zebra analysis. Okay. Now this is looking really good. Right here, this section right here needs just a little work on it, but not much. As we can see. And I'll just go ahead and click OK because I want to look at it again in the future. Now, if you don't want to look at this again, you can just click cancel here and cancel this altogether. But again, I'll just click OK so I can look at it again. And then it comes over here under the tree. Then I can turn it off and on and off from over here. Now, I use all these tools to make the model look really good. Like looking at it here, as you can see, when you turn on the canvases, this follows this jet here really well. And that's what I use. I use all these other tools to make sure that it's exactly following the pictures and models that I use. And that's what it looks like from the top. Now right here, it's still not a smooth transition to me. So I'm going to put another line probably right there, another edge. Come down to here, right click and edit. But we have a line there already, so what I'll just do is just edit this line here. So I'm going to double left click, right click, and edit form. And click OK. And finish form. Now that looks a lot better. And as you can see from our picture, this looks really good. The more time you spend with it and making sure things are correct, the better the model looks. Okay. Now I'm going to come up here, click Save, and click OK. Now I'm going to make the intake section here. So what I'm going to do here is turn the origin back on, and I'm going to come up here to Construct, and I want to do an offset plane. And the offset plane, I want to offset is from here, from this plane, and I'll move this back. There are a couple of ways you can do this, and I think it's what I should do is do this from the front of the intake instead of the back, because I don't have a back picture of the intake area here. So or excuse me, the exhaust area back here. So what I'll do is move this construction plane to here, to the intake, the front intake, and click OK. Turn this slightly right so I can see this plane here. And I want to draw on this plane here. So I'll come up here to create form, and I'm going to use a cylinder again, and I'm going to use this plane here. Now I'm going to imagine halfway between here and here. Now, you don't have to use a cylinder. You could use the blocks and other things, whatever you feel comfortable modeling with. And drag this all the way back. And I'm going to add some more height faces. And click OK. And we go through the same process like we did with the other body. The more you work with this, the more time you put into it, you result in more detailed model to actually look like it. And if you actually have a plastic model of these jets, you can put more details into them. It's hard to see a lot of detail in just the pictures, but if you have like I said, if you have a plastic model, you can put a lot more detail and get really detailed with these. And I'm following this line on the top up here. Okay, and that's a fin right there on the top. Now look at this from the back. Okay, that back is a circle like I want it. And the front, it's the oval like I want it. Now, come over here to click OK and finish form, and let's have a look at what we have so far. Turn off the canvases, okay. And turn off the origin. And this is what we have. And that is looking really good. Turn off that line, which is Control 4. And I'll come over here to Analysis, have another look. There we go. Okay, turn the canvases back on here. So now, this is matching really well. And it could even get it even more scale and better looking too if I just spent more time in here doing this. But these two bodies here, these two, in my opinion, are the hardest things about this model. And as you can see, it's not that difficult to do that, to put these two in here. And so, yeah. And now I'm going to put this vertical fin here in here. Let me turn Analysis off. Okay, to do that, what I'm going to do is click up here, Create Sketch on this plane here. I'm going to use the Line tool, the letter L for line. Now, if you're new to Fusion and you want to learn Fusion fast, I recommend knowing where the commands are that you want to use. The shortcuts are really great tools to use, and once you get real proficient in using Fusion, then I would suggest using the shortcut keys a lot, or hotkeys. So like if you want the line tool, for instance, you come up here to Create, and you see the line tool up here, and it tells you the hotkey for it also, which is L. So, and you see all these others up here, you know, conic, curve, spline, slot, ellipse, etc. So each time you come up here for this line, you get to see these other commands up here too, and this helps you learn where these commands are as well. So, and if they have a hotkey for it already, you'll see that too, L. So, yeah. So, and like I said in the beginning, I would just suggest just coming up here and use the drop-down menu and finding it here, and then clicking that. And so let's get back to modeling this. So what I'm going to do now is just imagine this coming down into here. and clicking a line from here to about, imagine this coming down here, about here, and click OK, and turn these bodies off. Okay, now finish sketch here, and I'm going to use a plane at an angle, so I'm going to come up here to construct and click on plane at an angle, and this line is what I'm going to use, and this should be 0 degrees, which it is, and click OK. Now we have our plane there. Now I don't have a airfoil for this, so what I'm going to do is just follow this, what they have here. So I'm going to click this plane and come up here to create sketch. And use a fit point spline. And draw a line. I'm going to use the short hotkey here, L for line. Click OK. Then I want to mirror this line over to the other side, so I'll come up here to mirror. Now this is the for mirror, and again, if you didn't know that, to mirror there, you just click this create, and you'd come down here and use that mirror there. And like I said, in the beginning, it's best to do that so you can see all these other commands and stuff that you can use. So, but that's a mirror. This is the object I want to mirror, and the mirror line is this, and click OK. And finish sketch. Now I want to create sketch on this plane here, and I want to project this center line onto that plane. So letter P for project. And again, if you didn't know that, P was for project, you come over here to create, and there's your project right there. And I want to project that center line, and click OK. Use the line. Actually, I'm going to use a spline. As there's a little curve here. And the back one, I'm going to use a line. And finish sketch. Then I'm going to come over here to create and use a sweep, and I'm going to select that profile, but first I want to come over to change this to path plus guide rail, and change this extent to full extent. Now profile, select the other profile also. The path is going to be this, and the guide rail is going to be this, and go ahead and click OK. Now we turn our bodies back on, and this is what we have. And we turn the canvases off. Okay. And the sketches. And this is our Mirage so far. And that's looking really good. And what I'm going to do is probably go in here and make, edit the sketch. Turn the sketches back on. That shape that I drew here, I'm probably going to come back here and edit it. It's just a little too wide. I don't like that. Still a little too wide, but I'll go back and narrow it down even more. But if you want to, well, it's actually about the right size now, so I might just leave it alone. But this is what we have so far, and it's actually looking really good. But that's it for now with this particular jet. I don't want to do a lot more time because this video is running a little longer. And so, yeah, but as you can see, just by taking our time here, that we come up with a very nice model so far. So, if that's going to wrap it up for this video of this. And if you're new to the channel here, go ahead and subscribe to it, and also hit that like button, and also comment on the videos. And I also invite you to join my Facebook group and my Patreon site, and they're both Cat Bill Fly RC as well. So have a look over there with the Patreon site. You can get a lot more help from me on modeling your jets and airplanes and things that you want to model. And so if you have any questions about this or any other thing that you've seen on my channel, go ahead and leave them down in the comments, and I will answer them. And so that's going to do it for this, and we'll catch you in the next video.
Subscribe for more.